Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday. Yes, I still have this crazy looking ass bun in my head. I'm about to take it down actually. I'm about to get ready to go by the water for a couple of hours, just to collect my thoughts and things like that. Because it's a beautiful day. Gotta eat breakfast first though. Or late breakfast anyway. But before I get into anything, thank you guys for tuning in to yet another video from your girl, Ninja Lady. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for your continuous support. And now that I got that out of the way, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and step outside on this nice, beautiful day. It's supposed to hit like I think 80 degrees. It's like 60 something right now. So yeah, just get myself together a little bit. And then I'll probably go out to eat somewhere downtown, maybe like a pizza place or something like that. But yeah, I will record my little outing. Nothing special, whatever. I'm gonna try to get some different type of scenery and stuff like that this time while I'm downtown. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, thank you guys for tuning in to another video from your Cylindria and Lee. And this is gonna be a continuation from my video I did for this weekend. So you guys get to see a little bit of snippets of what I did on Saturday or whatnot. But I wanted to get on here because I haven't done any videos in the last couple of days, especially regarding this DL Hughley and Monique situation. And didn't I tell y'all that it was gonna get deeper? It was gonna get deeper, and it got deeper, baby. Okay, that it got involved. It involved DL's daughter, and my goodness. And so, if you ain't up to breast with the situation, Monique and DL did a show in Detroit. They was on a comedy tour, whatever. There was a discrepancy about who was the headliner, and Monique went off on DL on the Detroit Fox Theater stage, and it transpired, and it just blew up from there. They both end up trying to prove that they were each was the headliner, which is the promoters. Nobody still has called out the promoters, but DL responded on his little podcast, and he said what he needed to say, and he pretty much told her, you're not the queen of comedy, you are the queen of ashes, because you burning bridges everywhere you go, to that extent. Then she responded on her Instagram page live with her husband, and they talked. And then something transpired in between that to where we are now. So there is this old interview video of DL a couple of years ago, I want to say, where he's discussing not being there for his daughter in her time of trauma, and how he pretty much swept the shit under the rug and did not believe his daughter, or didn't do anything when his daughter told him that she was violated by one of the family's close friends. Okay? Monique got a hold to this video and decided that she wanted to use that piece of information to try to question his character. But what does that got to do with your contract. The whole reason that you grew up in the first fucking place, Monique. Now, see, I've been trying to have your back all through this stuff. You know, black power, black woman, stand up for each other. Don't silence yourself. But you are just trying to grab anything that you can to try to discredit this man and, you know, talk about his character. Now, yes, Monique, you did have your trauma when you were younger with your own family member. So I could see why that triggered you to where you feel like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity for me to get even more sympathy to let the world know that DL ain't shit. Because if you can't protect your own daughter, what kind of man are you? So that's what she was going for, not realizing that you bringing that video up, after they done healed from it, talked about it, and moved on with their life, you are resurfacing trauma, whether that was your intention or not. And yeah, Monique did not go directly at the daughter or anything like that. But sorry about that, y'all. So Monique decided that she wanted to use that little piece of information to discredit D.L. Hughley's character. And I understand that it's a trigger for her because of what happened to her as well with the actual family member. And although she did not directly come for the daughter, you have now contributed to possibly rekindling the trauma that girl has faced back then. And then on top of that, you're insulting her father after they done healed from it and dealt with it the best way that they knew how to deal with it. So at this point, Monique, it's like, how can we continue to ride for you? Yes, I understand that we can't be silenced. I've said that before. Yes, I understand that, you know, it's time for us to step up and stop being afraid. It's time for us to stop trying to handle business behind closed doors and bring and shed light to things that people want to keep secret that can help save a life or whatever the case may be. I get it. But this was still kind of a low blow. And yes, I get it. When you're beefing with somebody, shit is off limits. There is no limits. You know, you are going to get hit with anything that they can grab to make you look bad in the beef. But at some point, you got to have some type of integrity about yourself, even though you're beefing with DL, Monique. Like, you could have just left that alone. How about you find something within the business industry, the comedy industry, to discredit his character as opposed to going so low as to use something that was so traumatizing and unbelievable and, yes, despicable, because any parent should be believing their child when they say somebody has violated them, okay? But I just feel like at this point, Monique, you are grasping at straws. You are grasping at anything that you could get your hand on to make this man look bad. And the only person that's looking bad is you at this point, because he has not once raised his voice. As far as I know, he has not called you out your name yet. He has been dealing with this with grace and poise. He has not Snapchat. And you, every time somebody has something to say, you and your daddy run to the damn internet and start talking. It's kind of like, it's almost like you clout chasing. You're clout chasing. So anyway, DL's daughter, I think his oldest daughter, stepped in. And she went on Monique's page. And she pretty much said, you're not bright. You're not bright. Something wrong with you. How dare you use something that happened to my sister to try to discredit somebody's character? What does this have to do with the feud that you got going on? What does this have to do with your contract? And she pretty much said, and if you have an issue with it, I will send you my Addie, and we can do whatever. That's pretty much she said in a nutshell. Like his daughter was like, she read her real nice and sweet, real nice and sweet. And you shouldn't even have to take this, because this is the thing. If the family is not in an uproar about what happened years ago from that interview, Monique, you need to leave it alone. You really need to leave it alone. And you really need to start taking accountability. I just feel like right now you literally grasping for straws. You grasping for straws to want to stay relevant. To stay relevant. And I don't think that your husband should be your manager. Because sometimes your spouse will be your absolute downfall of your career. But that's none of my business. I'm just gonna speak my piece on that. I don't think he needs to be your manager. Because when do you turn off management and become just husband and wife? Like, it's conflicting. And it's almost like he manipulates a lot of the situations, but lets you speak on it. I don't know. But I do get why you went after his sexuality, because of what they did about your husband's sexuality. I get it. So, I did read a little bit that she responded to DL's daughter post on her Instagram, on Monique's actual Instagram page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to go and see what Monique is talking about. Oh, and before I do that, Miss Monique said, because somebody in her live asked her, you gonna get blackballed again? And she was like, and if I get blackballed again, I don't give a damn. So clearly, 50, she don't care about her career. She don't care about her career. And the fact that she acted this way after you done gave her an olive branch or whatever the case may be, like, you might want to go ahead and step and sever ties with her, because it's gonna make people question you even more. And you've been doing good, 50. You've been doing real, real good. So I don't know. So I'm gonna pause right here, and when I come back, I'm gonna give y'all the latest update on this whole situation. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. So I had to get on YouTube, and I had to look at a couple of videos or whatever. And like I said, I read a little bit about Monique responding to DL Hughley's daughter, and the fact that she had to type everything in all caps. Y'all know what all caps mean. Like, why are you yelling at me? So she pretty much was like, how you doing, young sister? Thank you for the invitation. We would love to sit down and have a discussion about this. This would be healthy for the community. Please. And she added DL Hughley, have him set this up so you, your family, and your dad, and me and my husband, we can all come together and sit down and talk about this. And I'm just like, so you're not gonna apologize to the baby? You're not gonna apologize to her? Because you're taking a serious situation and trying to manipulate it to make people hate DL Hughley and to make him look like he is a monster. But here you want a invitation to his podcast or his radio show to go back and forth and discuss this. If you are becoming, I don't know, Monique. At this point, like I said, she don't give a fuck about her career no more. She don't give a fuck about her career no more. And can you just stop with the I love us for real or I'm doing this for the community? Quit putting the community in your drama. The community has enough issues on its own. Because we just regular degulas. We watching you on TV. We don't know shit about fucking comedy, being a comedian. We don't know that world. We are just regular degulas, 9-to-5 workers. So you can't help me in that sense. I think she used those phrases to try to get people to continue to sympathize with her, empathize, be on her side. Which there are some, there are some, which I ain't mad at them, but it just seems to not hold that much weight anymore, because after she goes on her rants, her talks or whatever, she always say, I love us for real, or I'm doing this for the community. And it's like, okay, it's like it's redundant, and it's not holding as much weight as it used to in the beginning, because now people are seeing all this stuff play out, and it just looks distasteful. Now, I know she said that, because I looked at a small clip of her Instagram live, and she was talking about the people who was telling her, you need to stop this, you need to handle this in private, you need to do that. And she was like, I did try to handle this in private. I tried to handle this in private with a guy named Tyler Perry, and I had to record him, because if I didn't record him, you guys wouldn't even believe me if I told you that he told me that I wasn't in the wrong. So I've tried to handle things in private, but handling things in private will get you fucked over majority of the time. And although it may be truth to that, still, this definitely needs to be hashed out. I pray that it does not go any further than this. I pray that it doesn't, because at this point, I don't know what Monique's motive is, but at this point, you out here acting like you ain't got shit to lose, so you're gonna do whatever you want to do. And by all means, do what you want to do. It's your life. But don't be trying to bring down everybody with you. Like, never thought that you would stoop that low to even bring up that interview to make a point about his character, when you could have found something within the business, the comedy industry, to try to discredit him as a human being. Because although, yes, what he did was not right, and no parent is perfect, there is no right guide on how to be a perfect parent. So yeah, it was despicable that he did not believe his daughter. But it takes real character. And it takes real strength and courage to get on national radio or TV to tell the world that you failed your daughter when she needed me to believe her the most. Now that takes character. So while you're trying to discredit his character, he was showing you character and telling people, this has to stop. This has to stop. We can't keep not believe in our children, all this and all that. So it was kind of like, you took that L on that one, Monique. You took that L. You absolutely did. You took that L on that one. Because he even knew that he messed up. And it takes a real man to acknowledge that, especially about their own children. Like I said, y'all, I just really hope that this does not go any further than what it is. And by the way, Monique, I don't think that invitation was for her, you and the family, and her and DL's family to sit down and kumbaya. I think that invitation was pretty much her saying, I'm gonna drop my ad if you want a conversation, and it ain't gonna be the conversation that you think it's gonna be. They're gonna be laying hands. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. This is getting crazy, and I think that Monique needs to apologize to the daughter, even though she may not meant to hurt her. If she did hurt her, we don't know. We haven't. The girl has not spoken out about it, and she doesn't need to. And for all those who say, DL should not even spoke about this because it's not his story to tell. Have you ever thought that maybe he discussed it with his daughter and she was okay with it that way? He can shed light on, a lot of parents doing this situation, doing this type of stuff, not believing their child when they've been violated. Y'all don't know what the conversation was with him and his family regarding that interview and what he can share and whatnot. So I'm gonna need y'all to back up off of him, because if he didn't shed light on his fuck up, his mistake, then we wouldn't even know anything about it. But it takes a man of character to sit here and say that he did not protect his child 100% like he should have. Now I will say, who was the person, and are y'all still in communication with this person? Like, that's all I want to know. Then again, I don't want to know. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to close this video out. Like I said, I'm going to insert my little video clips from my weekend. And I'm going to try to do another video too before I go to bed. Y'all, it's been a long day. I am so tired. So I'm going to end this video right here. And I'll see you guys on the next